Metaverse. The metaverse is more than just a science fiction dream. It's the future of the internet, where virtual and physical worlds will merge into one seamless experience. Imagine being able to visit virtual cities and tourist attractions, attend concerts and sporting events, or even go on virtual vacations, all from the comfort of your own home. But the potential of the metaverse goes beyond just entertainment and convenience. It could also have huge implications for education, healthcare, and even politics. Are you ready to enter the metaverse? Hi, welcome to CyberMag, and today we'll explore the potential benefits and challenges of the metaverse, and how it's already beginning to shape the way we live and interact with each other. So let's dive in and learn more about the exciting world of the metaverse. If you're a fan of science fiction or virtual reality, you've probably heard this term before. But what exactly is the metaverse, and how might it shape the future of technology and society? The concept of the metaverse was first introduced in Neal Stephenson's 1992 science fiction novel Snow Crash, in which a virtual world called the Metaverse serves as a global village for people to communicate and do business. Since then, the term has been used to describe a shared virtual space where people can interact with each other and with virtual objects and environments in real time. But the Metaverse isn't just a cool idea from a science fiction book. It's a vision for the future of the internet, where virtual and physical worlds will merge and become one seamless experience. In this world, you'll be able to fully immerse yourself in virtual experiences and interact with other people, regardless of where you are in the physical world. Why Metaverse is important? In 2021, Facebook rebranded as Meta and announced plans to invest at least $10 billion in the concept of the Metaverse. Other tech giants, such as Google, Microsoft, Nvidia, and Qualcomm, have also invested billions of dollars in the Metaverse. Management consulting firm McKinsey & Company predicts that the metaverse economy could reach $5 trillion by 2030, with e-commerce as the dominant industry in gaming, entertainment, education, and marketing also becoming important sectors. Today, the metaverse refers to various enhanced online environments, including video games like Fortnite, virtual workplaces like Microsoft's Mesh or Meta's Horizon Workrooms, and virtual dressing rooms and operating rooms. However, rather than a single shared virtual space, the current metaverse is shaping up to be a multiverse with limited interoperability among different metaverses. So, what does this future world look like? Imagine being able to visit virtual cities and tourist attractions, attend concerts and sporting events, or even go on virtual vacations, all from the comfort of your own home. You could even have virtual meetings and work remotely in fully realized virtual offices. Imagine being able to attend a virtual class or conference with people from all around the world, or receiving virtual medical treatment from a specialist on the other side of the globe. Overall, the metaverse has the potential to greatly change the way we live and interact with each other, breaking down barriers of distance and allowing for more global communication and collaboration. However, it's important to also consider the potential downsides and challenges, such as social isolation and security concerns. Only time will tell how exactly the metaverse will shape the future. So how does metaverse work? It is not yet clear how the metaverse will function, as it is still largely in development. However, it is generally understood to be a digital ecosystem built on various types of 3D technology, real-time collaboration software, and blockchain-based decentralized finance tools. Factors such as the level of interoperability among virtual worlds, data portability, governance, and user interfaces will depend on the final form the metaverse takes. There are three potential scenarios for the metaverse. It could be limited to niche applications for entertainment and gaming. It could be controlled by large, competing ecosystems with limited interoperability, or it could be an open and interoperable space, similar to the internet but in 3D. Downsides of metaverse, of course, there are also concerns about the potential downsides of the metaverse. One is the risk of social isolation. As people increasingly spend more time in virtual spaces, they may become disconnected from the physical world and face-to-face interactions with others. This could lead to a decline in social skills and an increase in loneliness. This will also have an effect on physical health. As people spend more time in virtual environments, they may become less active and potentially face negative health consequences as a result. Another concern is the issue of privacy and security. Virtual spaces are vulnerable to hacking and manipulation, which could lead to the loss of personal data and the spread of misinformation. There's also the risk of virtual crime, such as virtual theft or harassment. To address these concerns, it will be important for companies and developers to prioritize security measures and implement strong privacy policies. This could include measures such as encryption, secure servers, and user authentication to protect against cyber attacks. In addition, it will be important for users to be aware of their own privacy and security in the metaverse. This could include taking steps such as using strong passwords, being cautious about sharing personal information, and being aware of potential scams or phishing attempts. There's also the question of how the metaverse will affect employment and the economy. While the metaverse could lead to more remote work opportunities, it could also lead to job displacement as certain tasks and industries become automated or virtualized. There's also the potential for a divide between those who can afford to fully participate in the metaverse and those who cannot. Overall, the metaverse has the potential to greatly change the way we live and interact with each other, but it's important to also consider the potential downsides and challenges. It will be important to address these issues as the metaverse continues to evolve and become more prevalent in society. Despite these concerns, the development of the metaverse is already well underway. Companies like Epic Games, the creators of Fortnite, and Alibaba, the Chinese e-commerce giant, are investing heavily in the development of virtual worlds. And with the rapid advancement of technologies like virtual reality and blockchain, the metaverse is becoming more and more realistic. So, what does the future hold for the metaverse? It's hard to say for sure, but one thing is certain. It's an exciting and potentially transformative development that will have a big impact on the way we live and interact with each other. The future of the metaverse is still uncertain, but one thing is for sure, it is a truly exciting and potentially transformative development that will have a significant impact on the way we live and interact with each other. Whether it becomes a domain of niche applications, a series of competing ecosystems, or a dynamic and open virtual space, the metaverse is sure to shape the future in ways we can't even begin to imagine. We can't wait to see how the metaverse evolves and what the future holds for this exciting new virtual world. That concludes today's video. Did you enjoy today's video? Please share your thoughts on the video in the comments section, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss a video from us.